take it out, and just wash all the soil off. Oh no, it works. Look at that. Go get some new fish to put our first fish in the aquarium.
Wow, that is a big.
It's massive, isn't it?
Rainbow crab. It's a rainbow crab, look. Safety first.
Apparently, they're a really, really good little schooling fish. Welcome back to the vlog, guys. So the Amazon aquarium you can see behind me has been set up for like a week now. Well, you know, full of water anyway. It's done so well. I've not even done a water change on it because it's just been fine. I mean, there aren't any fish in it, so that explains why. So a few things to note straight away. I can see that the 𝗲𝘃𝘀𝘀𝘀𝘀 brasiliensis there is already starting to sort of creep out. It's sending runners, which is great. Same again for the dwarf sag, that's doing it as well. Little bit of melt on some of them, but nothing too drastic that we can't handle. But one of the things I'm already noticing is that there's barely any flow. I mean, these plants are blocking most of it, but that is why I bought a wave maker. This tank needs to look like a river, and currently it's pretty still, isn't it? So we can do better than that. I've got the wave maker. I'm going to fit it down here. It's a controllable one and all that sort of jazz. I've never really used one before, so we'll give that a go to see how it works. Oh, there we go. Straight away, that's much better. Look, everything's sort of moving just a little bit. That's all you want. Look, see the limb. Oh, not my finger. The limb there is just sort of gently waving. All the plants down the bottom here, they've got a little bit of movement to them as well. Just a touch. It's enough to keep stuff moving. You know, that flow going across the top of the tank like that actually picks up waste and detritus that would potentially sit on the bottom, and just keep it moving, and then eventually be taken out by the filter hidden at the back there. And look, you can barely even see it. It's very quiet as well. I'll leave a link in the description to this specific one for UK guys. It probably is a similar one in America. I'll try and look and leave links in the bottom. You can control it all down the bottom, but I've just got it set to flow and just blow. Like a river doesn't stop, does it? So we'll just keep that going like that. But if you remember, I said to you I wanted to do like like immersed plants all across the top here, but with the roots in the water. Well, that's cool because on the windowsill you can see there, I've got all those plants, and that's exactly what I want to do with them. But first of all, I've got to take them out those pots and wash all the soil off of them, like all of it. We don't want any soil just going in the water because it will just cause a massive algae bloom straight away. The water doesn't want to have particles of organic matter suspended in it because that will just be food for the algae, wouldn't it? And the light, boom, we got a mess. Oh, in case you're wondering, I've put this whole thing up behind so there's no reflections, look. When we come on here, and it just looks really good. But first of all, I want to use one of these. I'm going to use this, so that we've got a Monstera one there, the same as this giant beast we've got here, but it's a smaller version that I think will look really good on the opposite side. And then we've got peace lilies, because I used them in one of my previous tanks. Let me show you. So here is my Better Fishes tank, and you can see there, look at the peace lily. It's doing so well. All it's got is a little clip-on desk lamp that's down the side, clipped on. 6,500 watt Kelvin. 500 watt? No, 6,500 Kelvin lamp bulb in it. Colour that is. What was it? I think it was about 30 watts, something like that. Anyway, yeah, so that's doing really well, and all the leaves are so healthy and everything. So that clearly works, just having the roots submerged in the water. That's all they are. They're just put on top of some rocks and sort of pinned in some wood, and it works a treat. So that's kind of what we're going to do in the Amazon tank. Yeah. So first of all, exactly the same as I've done before. Take the pot, take it out, and just wash all the soil off. So there we go, they're all washed off. Let me take them out, just put them in there temporarily. But look, you can see I've trimmed all the roots, so they're not too long, so they're all about sort of even-ish. Just be careful with them because they're actually quite delicate. I accidentally snapped off one of the leaves very easily. I mean, it might have been loose anyway, but yeah. So you're probably thinking, how are we going to go from this to, oh, be careful, how are we going to go from this to be able to put it into the top of the tank so it doesn't just fall in? Well, for that, I've come up with this solution. Well, I've not tried it yet, but hopefully it works. This is, you know, like wire. It's just like black wire, so I can bend it to the right shape. So I want to make like a sort of cup holder for it, for them to sit in. Hopefully that'll work. Right, there we go. So I don't think that's too bad for a first attempt. I mean, it doesn't look that pretty, but you're not going to see it anyway. And I wasn't sure how much wire to use to keep going. You know, the next one will probably look a little bit better, but you can see how it's going to work. It's just going to obviously sit on the inside though, hang over. There we go. I've got stuff to prop it up. Oh no, it works. Look at that. And then obviously that bit's in the water. Yeah. Oh, little gouramis come over to have a look. Female powder gourami. It's not for you though, buddy. There you go, look, it's working a treat. Right, let's get it in the Amazon tank. Oh yes, that's worked a treat, isn't it? There we go, just adding a little bit more sort of greenery around the tank. Now obviously, we've got 3 more plants we can put on as well. So 1 there, and then probably a couple in that area there. I was thinking about putting 1 on this corner, but I think that's too far out this way and will detract from this tank when we set that up next, by the way. But yeah, right, just quickly now, I'm gonna get the other ones in using the same method. Right, so in case that wasn't clear before, so the way to do this is you just take the end and you wrap it round like 3 times, bring it up straight, really straight up to about here, and loop it back on itself, and then you can just take that whole piece and fold it over, and then that's it, job done. So simple, and it seems to be working well. Right, that is looking so sweet. Let's do a nice big water change, get it super fresh, and then go get some new fish to put our first fish in the aquarium.
Wow, that is a big one.
It's massive, isn't it?
Oh, like,
How is he going to fit down the chimney?
maybe you might need to pop down like a big, like this.
Okay, we got to go that way. Watch that puddle. Oh no, you got your wellies on. Yeah, you're fine. They go massive, don't they?
Yeah, they're massive. They have a big fat tum-tum.
They're nice though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're nice.
Very nice. Not easy to care for though.
I'd like to have a pet one of those.
The puffers,
Yeah, perfect.
like I used to have. Angels. Black one, silver ones.
Oh,
Black mollies.
yeah, black mollies. You get some of those.
Yeah, I will do at some point for a different tank. And we've got nice guppies. And the goldies up here.
These are what I like.
Do you like all this stuff? I knew you was going to pick that up.
That's Groot.
Is it Groot, is it? It's like Groot. And a hand.
That's his hand.
I quite like that.
Oh, look on Harry Potter. Like when he put his hand there.
Oh yeah, and it grabs his hand. Yeah, that's right. You love Harry Potter, don't you?
Yeah, like
Those crabs, don't you?
crabs.
Do I need to get one?
I think I like cows with my
This is rainbow crab.
rainbow crab.
It's a rainbow crab, look. You like him?
Yeah, I like him. Daddy,
Right, Jakey, we got our fish. Let's get them back to the tank, yeah? Well, you're going home first, and then I've got to go studio because it's lunchtime.
Right, I recently got in trouble from you guys for not buckling up, so safety first.
Okay, so we got the silver tip tetras. Now, I've wanted these for a long time. Apparently, they're a really good little schooling fish. I've got like a school of around 10, something like that. The idea is that every week I'm going to get another school of 10 different tetras or, you know, fish from South America. And I think it would just be really cool to have loads of action going on all over the tank with all the different types of fish. You know, I'm not into big predator fish, am I? So I like seeing like little communities and little bits of interest all over the tank. Hopefully you guys will as well. So we'll leave the fish like this with the lights off for about 30 minutes, get them used to the same temperature, then we can put them in. Oh yes, instantly schooling, look. Even in this huge tank, they stay together, which is great. And they're already getting in front of that flow, which is nice. Now, obviously, this is a big, well, it's not a massive tank, is it, to some of the tanks that I've seen on YouTube, but look at that, it's a fair-sized tank. Now, if you just add stuff steadily, you're far less likely to get imbalances and algae bombs, you know, and the tank will be much more of a success, I think, if you just add stuff steadily. Now, these guys will colour up actually a lot more than they are currently. They're going to look awesome in a day or two, so I'll show you some more of that. Obviously, we'll come back tomorrow morning as well and have a little look, but so far so good. Look at their little tips, look. Those tiny little white bits on each one of their fins. I really like that. It just looks really cool, doesn't it? And I'm looking forward to seeing them swimming all around the tank. But can you imagine, like, what we've got there, a little school like that there, another pocket over there, something else, maybe some cardinals darting in and out of the back as well. Oh, how cool would that be? A little collection of Corys down the bottom there and a different kind over there, some pleca. Oh, it's going to be so good, guys, isn't it? That's why I want to go for variety. It's just so much more interesting to me to be able to come in and look at the tank, see what's going on here, there and everywhere. You know, we've got inverts to get in there as well. We get a load of snails, crustaceans. Oh, it's going to look so good. So much more to come. Oh yeah, and another point to add, guys, I have used cycled media in this filter and also added additional beneficial bacteria when I put the fish in. If you don't have access to these two, then you'll need to cycle your tank fully before you put fish in. Right, it is actually now the next day. Let's take a look and see how the fish are getting on. Okay, here they are. Okay, that's not good. There's only 5, 6. Oh no, there's more. Here they are. Okay, cool. All right, we've got a few hanging around the back there. Awesome. That's cool. We want to see them exploring. So yeah, we've got 2 in that little middle section, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that makes about 10. So yeah, that's probably about right. They'll find their little group in a minute. Oh no, there's 3 back there. There's 3, but that's okay. That's all right. Let them chill out back there. Little groups. I mean, eventually there's going to be so many more fish in here that, you know, everywhere will feel comfortable for the fish to go. But at the moment, they're going to go in little pockets, aren't they? But that's to be expected. But how good does it look? Let's get some close-ups of the fish. There we go. Oh, look, they've coloured up brilliantly since yesterday. A lot better. They're all sort of like, they've got their oranges poking through now. The whites are really clear and in good contrast to the rest of the colours on their body. Awesome little fish though, aren't they? Look, I love them. I think they're great. Have you guys seen these fish before? I mean, it's one of those fish that's probably always in the fish shop, but I don't really pay attention to it. But I think they look great, don't they? They're not like massively flashy fish, but just those little white details. I love those. And they seem to be swimming in a really cool, sort of like playful way all the time as well. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the fish. We've got loads more to come, so if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next one.